Hello and welcome everyone. Thank you for joining us tonight for the Q2 2022 Geekdom Community Fund. Tonight you're going to see 5 amazing pitches from 5 awesome companies building their dreams, chasing their dreams, building their companies here at Geekdom in our community. So, before we get started, let me tell you a little bit about Geekdom. Geekdom is a collaborative startup community in downtown San Antonio that is here to help take your idea to the next level. How we do that? We help entrepreneurs and creatives cultivate, shape, and grow their ideas into viable businesses. So with that being said, come on down and check us out if you haven't already. Now, really quick, you probably noticed that I'm in a new space, right? This looks kind of cool. Where am I? Well, let me tell you. We're here in the creative corner on the 8th floor of Geekdom. If you come to Geekdom and get a tour, make sure you come by here because this is where all the creatives within our space are going to be doing really cool things, whether it's headshots, creating content, maybe doing some podcasts. I've always said that I have a face for radio, so podcasts, I'm all about it. Let me break down who we got pitching today. First up, we have Zeus Card. After that, we have Printnet or Lecturely. You've seen them before. Special Leaf Tea is going to come after that. Then we have StackIQ, and then to wrap it up, SafeTech.
Hi, my name is Zeke Torres, founder and CEO of Zeus. Last year, I ran the Rock and Roll Marathon in downtown San Antonio and saw thousands of people that cared about their health and fitness, and were paying for it too. What we didn't find is them being financially rewarded for it. Banks today don't reward you for being healthy. They reward you for eating out, driving your car, and travel. And we plan to solve that. Zeus will be the first fitness credit card that rewards the physically active on health and fitness instead of eating out. Have you ever bought a pair of shoes today? Well, first of all, if you did, there wasn't a credit card that rewarded us for that purchase. Have you ever tried getting cash back on a gym membership using a gas card? When we make fitness purchases using a gas card, we lose hundreds of dollars in rewards and discounts. It may be convenient in the moment to do so, but it is not a good long-term plan for your financial goals. And we all have financial goals. So what happens next? Well, the bank connected to the gas card, they're happy you used it and they still get paid, but you don't. They'll reward you for the other purchases like travel and eating out, but not on fitness. And we plan to change that today. With the Zeus card, you'll get cash back and discounts on things that make you healthy. And I know we're all at different levels of fitness. So we customize our cards just for that reason. Starting off is our Warrior card. The Warrior card is for those that pay for a gym membership but don't always go. Or for the parent that has teenagers and you're paying for their cleats or tennis rackets every year. Next is the Demigod Card. This card is for those that go to the gym at least 5 days a week. They're going to a CrossFit gym, maybe a yoga studio, or Lifetime Fitness. And they love to eat healthy. Last is our Olympian card, and this is for the elite athletes. This is for people that are competing in the Ironmans, or you're a bodybuilder pushing your performance. We will be working with the top fitness brands to bring you the best product. From healthy foods and supplements, to gym memberships and studios, to athletic clothes and equipment like a road bike or a Peloton, to events like the CrossFit Games, marathons, and triathlons. No matter your level of fitness, we believe that you should be getting more back for investing in your health. So if you're interested in not only being physically fit, but financially fit, please join our waitlist today at zeuscard.app. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Caleb Scott from Printnet 3D. Did you know that to get from idea to product, it costs tens of thousands of dollars? But one thing we've seen recently is the introduction of 3D printing. And what 3D printing has done is it's allowed us to create products in a lot faster way, while also making it cheaper, more affordable, and also scalable for small to medium businesses. With additive manufacturing, it's unleashed a new wave of manufacturing that has helped small to medium businesses and now large businesses, including GM, Ford, and even the US military, are now utilizing 3D printing to solve their manufacturing problems. And this is really shown in the market. Just in the past 4 years alone, the percentage of manufacturers that are using 3D printing for end-use parts has grown from 27% to 62% in just the last 4 years. And by 2026, the 3D printing industry is expected to grow to $37.2 billion. And that has just sparked a new wave of innovation and just accelerated progress for small to medium businesses. And so I want to tell you a story. It's the journey of the Geekdom Crown. And with this story, it's the journey of how it got from idea to actual physical product sitting in my hand right now. This journey for a 3D print farm starts at a complicated Excel sheet. This is where the journey for the Geekdom Crown and many other 3D prints start before they get in the hands of their customers. This complicated Excel sheet and many other programs are what runs 3D print farms. And manufacturers waste hours sitting in front of it. That this complicated data leads to broken printers, late orders, and underutilized print time, meaning this doesn't show up on your door on time, which has led us to create Printnet 3D. With Printnet 3D, we are automating this process by introducing automated scheduling, order tracking, advanced analytics, and a network of print farms. We're able to make sure that those parts show up on time, which keeps one thing in check for manufacturers: their print farms and getting orders out to their customers on time. And with Printnet, we have a few competitors, including 3D Trust, 3D Printer OS, and Print & Go. But where we really differentiate is through our automated print scheduling, which automates the whole process of sitting in front of an Excel sheet and makes it quick. And also with our farm network, we are able to expand and allow for anyone to print what they need to. And that turns complicated Excel sheets like this into a simple to use UI that includes smart scheduling. All the printers are being controlled via the actual application and optimizes what is going on at their farm. And through our advanced analytics, we provide manufacturers with what they need to know, including a print history, optimization statistics, reliability tracking, and everything they need to know to keep their farm running at the fullest capability, earning them money and keeping customers happy. And the cool thing is, that's not the only thing we're building. We're building what we call the farm network, which brings together many different farms throughout the area to fulfill orders, including late fulfillment prevention and profit maximization. So let's say you come to me and you need 300 orders by Friday, and I say I only can fill 100. What would you do? You probably go out and find somebody else to fulfill this order. But instead with Printnet, we distribute that amongst farms that are in the network and make sure that your customers get their orders on time. And those other farms that are on the network now get to maximize their profits by fulfilling what would normally be unutilized for the printers, maximizing their profitability. And the business model for this is easy for these manufacturers. They charge a $149 upfront hardware fee that gets them the tower that automates their farm, and then a $9.99 per printer per month cost that gets access to the software and the network. So you may be asking what we will be doing with the Geekdom Community Fund. The Geekdom Community Fund will allow us to manufacture our print tower that automates these farms, expand our capabilities to other types of 3D printers, file for patents, and create our sales and marketing channels. And in the next year, we plan on introducing this product in the market, launching a beta, launching the actual software, and then the network by February of 2022. And this may be an ambitious timeline, but we're an ambitious team with a mission to do it. Our backgrounds come from everything to do with startups, manufacturing, hardware, and software, including experience from FloatMe, Rackspace, Plus Run Robotics, Blue Duck, and many more. And we're excited to change manufacturing and be along for the ride in the 3D printer revolution. I'd love for y'all to join us in creating the future of manufacturing. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Chris Cook. I'm the founder and CEO of Special Leaf Tea. Special Leaf Tea is a brainchild of mine that originated 10 years ago while being a chef consultant at an olive orchard in Elmendorf, Texas. We discovered these teas out there and started making them just in its raw, most basic form. After seeing it and learning about the history, the benefits, the story basically, I knew that I could make my mark and introduce these to the world on a much, much larger scale than ever before. This is something that originated in the ancient Mediterranean area thousands of years ago, where they made a hot tea and they treated people that were suffering from nausea and indigestion. But because of the natural compounds found in the leaves, these teas do a lot more than just that. So just like a good extra virgin olive oil, a good Mediterranean diet, and olive leaf extract supplement pills, these teas help with all those kinds of things. So we're talking about inflammation, type 2 diabetes, cholesterol, weight management, cognitive function. The list goes on and on and on. So our mission is to showcase the beauty of the olive leaf through functional iced teas that are healthy, wholesome, and well-balanced, and introduce them on a much larger scale into the tea space that is already very familiar to the average consumer. Ready-to-drink iced tea is the second most consumed beverage behind bottled water, and this is something that will give the consumer an offering that doesn't have any added sugar, all natural ingredients, not to mention the health benefits behind olive leaf. So, ancient Mediterranean times, 4,000 years ago, we're introducing it on a much larger scale, and we're using the tea space as our catalyst, our caveat for how to get this out there and showcase it in the way that it needs to be. Here are some of the benefits with olive leaf tea: anti-inflammatory, antiviral, antimicrobial. Olive leaf tea has twice the amount of antioxidants as green tea. It improves cardiovascular health. It lowers the risk of diabetes. It benefits skin health. It helps with blood pressure, which is very important, and hypertension. And it's also non-caffeinated. So the RTD tea space is just growing by leaps and bounds. In 2019, it generated $7.9 billion in the United States. And in 2027, it's projected to reach $38.96 billion with a 5.5% CAGR percentage increase every year over year. Some of our competitors, although they're not from the olive leaf tea space, include Sweet Leaf, Honest Tea, Tea Java, Humanity, Steez, and Clean. While these companies are doing great things with regular tea leaves, ours are different because we're all made from olive leaf. So we're in a much more and further kind of functionality space than the other guys, which gives us a competitive advantage. Our lineup right now consists of 4 SKUs. 1, keep it simple. 2, when life gives you lemons. 3, palmberry. And 4, heavenly hibiscus. So we have a great semi-conservative 3-year growth plan to become profitable. And while I say it's semi-conservative, we have the opportunity to really, really make our mark with an investment that could potentially happen today. With the investment, we will commercialize the business through going into a co-packer and developing a great strategic marketing plan, which is everything. Social media will be introduced more so than it is, and a lot of other things as far as events, food shows, those kinds of things. Through the co-packing, we're going to go from a glass bottle to a 12-ounce slender can, which will open up the channels even more so than they already are. So the investment needs, we're raising $500K for 15%. We have an anchor investor in San Antonio who's committed, and we're looking for one more strategic partner to close the round in order to do everything that we've been talking about doing as far as the co-packing, the commercialization, and the marketing and ad. And we have all the numbers and where the money is going to be distributed in order to get us through the run period of about 20 months after this raise is completed. We'll have enough runway to do all those things for about 20 months. My name is Chris Cook, like I stated. I really appreciate y'all's time. Very passionate about Special Leaf and what it can do for the tea consumer. We have a great team, and we're ready to go and showcase these teas on a much bigger platform than we've been able to do so thus far. Our advisory board consists of people that have been in the food and beverage industry for a long time. Two of our main mentors and advisors have been in the industry for more than 30 years, dating back to 1970, 1975, working at Coke and Pepsi, and also folks that have been in the industry and are a part of some of the most successful brands that you'll hear about today. Thank you very much.
Hi, my name's Gabe.
My name is Taylor, and we are StackIQ.
So what is StackIQ? StackIQ is a tech ed platform that's giving young adults the ability to make educated decisions about their future. Why? Well, the pipeline after high school is, as we know, flawed, outdated, and broken. They're only given two options out of high school to be successful: go to college or go right into the workforce. No one should have to dig themselves into debt to figure out what they love or settle for an unfulfilling job. For a graduating high school senior, the odds are stacked against them.
Well, for parents, students, job seekers, and career changers, the odds are back in your favor. StackIQ is a tech ed platform that connects our users to experts in a variety of different industries. We place a tremendous emphasis on our three main subscription plans: adulting, mini stacks, and the career closet.
It all starts with #adulting. We said it before. Why don't we learn this stuff in high school? We all know navigating the world of adulting is difficult, yet we still aren't teaching how to make a budget or even how credit cards work.
Well, RBFCU has these same concerns. Our missions align, and we have partnered to produce and distribute quick, easily digestible financial education modules straight from the experts themselves. Now, adulting does not stop at financial budgeting or understanding how credit cards, insurance, or interest rates work. StackIQ, our adulting, also develops professional etiquette, interview preparation, and networking.
Now, welcome to MiniStack. This is the exploration tool within the StackIQ app. It gives our users the ability to explore and learn from industry experts doing the job right now. What is it? Well, it's a 5 to 7 minute micro module into careers that our users are interested in. Now, a mini stack is a peek behind the curtain into an employee's day-to-day, how they got into their career, mini projects, and professional development challenges along the way.
Now, our goal is for our users to spark passion and interest within the mini stacks and want to continue their journey within that industry. Welcome to the career closet, where the education is specific and is specialized. Now, this is where our users can select from a variety of different industries and over a 30-day period begin developing soft skills, hard skills, and a portfolio, all of which are necessary to be a candidate for an entry-level job. Now, each course starts with an industry expert introducing our users to that career chosen, and each course highlights which soft skills will be learned, hard skills will be learned, and a portfolio project, and how to leverage these skills within that industry.
Now, our focus here is to help elevate our users. How? Well, this is really how we differ from the competition, like Udemy or even LinkedIn Learning. We don't stop at content delivery. We're gonna take a holistic approach to our users' success. How? Well, we've aligned ourselves with some amazing recruiters at some incredible companies like JobBot and Crypto.com, and our network of recruiters is continuously growing. We're gonna be able to do what our competitors can't: make the introduction.
So who is StackIQ for? The great thing about StackIQ is that it applies to so many people. While the platform is designed to start at the high school level, it can also be leveraged by college students, career changers, job seekers, or people on unemployment.
Right now, the global edtech market is at a high, and we are so excited to get StackIQ into the market. We've had the opportunity to build a waitlist of hundreds of individuals through events like Tech Track, SA Startup Week, speaking engagements, and panels. Now, through our market research and surveying our market, we have found that 89% of individuals are willing to pay for StackIQ right now.
Now, StackIQ is offered in 3 tiers, adulting being our freemium model, our mini stacks at $9.99 a month, and our career closet at $34.99 a month. No matter where our users are or their economic status, StackIQ will be affordable and available to any user in the country. Now, without the community fund, StackIQ will only be able to bring to market our non-revenue generating product, adulting. With the community fund, StackIQ will be able to bring to market our revenue generating products. With experts in brand design and packaging at Disney and Louis Vuitton to cloud engineers at LSN, we have to pay for our experts' time, their expertise, along with the high quality production content that we want to produce.
Now, we know what the community fund is going to do, and it's going to help the production of StackIQ, but it's not going to stop there. The community fund is going to directly impact the companies and partners within the Geekdom network. What have we been up to? Well, we have been busy. Geekdom's played a vital role in the growth of StackIQ. In fact, we came in with just an idea, and through the programs here at Geekdom, StackIQ has been refined. We've self-funded the development of the app, we've partnered with RBFCU, and we are building out our adulting content right now to get into the hands of our users.
This community fund will actualize StackIQ and allow us to produce the content and curriculum that we need to pave this new path of professional discovery. And with all that being said, welcome to StackIQ.
Hi, I'm Lisa Gomez.
I'm John Martin. We're the co-founders of SafeTech.
And together with our CTO, Aaron Martinez, our team has over 35 years of experience in education.
As a former school administrator, one of my biggest pain points was not having access to reliable school safety resources. I would dread initiating emergency situations because I knew we were unprepared. We were using outdated and time-consuming safety methods, which often led to a breakdown in communication, confusion about student whereabouts, and procedural mistakes. In these critical moments, when we need to make quick and informative decisions, we came up short.
As a teacher, the pain points were glaring and worrisome. Classroom teachers are left isolated and disconnected from any updates and happenings. Color paper is placed in windows to indicate student whereabouts, leaving us vulnerable. At the end of emergency drills, we were left angry because we knew the procedures and resources available were insufficient. SafeTech addresses these pain points through an all-in-one web-based platform that allows for staff to communicate and share updated information, ensure student accountability through student attendance in real time, all while allowing educators to access safety procedures at their fingertips.
Let me walk you through a lockdown scenario. An administrator wants to initiate a lockdown drill on campus. He's going to go to his dashboard and select Lockdown Begin Drill. At that moment, a notification is sent to staff members, teachers, and safety teams with lockdown drill reminders. Teachers also have a digital attendance slide so they can indicate whether students are missing or added to the classroom, along with messaging options. Administrators can see an overview of what's going on campus. They can receive information from teachers and staff members. But at this moment, all the administrator wants to know is who's missing from class. So he can filter his screen by selecting missing students and see that Harry Potter is the only student on campus that's missing. A safety team member finds Harry Potter in the hallway and returns him back to class. The classroom teacher updates his attendance and submits that to the administrator, and the lockdown drill ends. At the end of the lockdown drill, a summary report is produced for administrative review and for safety improvements.
SafeTech's platform is designed to provide access onto campus during emergency events. Streamlined attendance and clear lines of communication provide first responders with unique insight to what's happening on a campus in real time. This insight also allows school safety teams to review their processes to improve response time. Research and historical evidence has shown us that quicker response times can and will save lives.
At the moment, we have a subscription-based service. We charge $1 per student per month over a 9-month contract.
The school safety industry is a $3 billion market, with most of that money allocated to infrastructure and security. Unfortunately, the current school climate has been inundated with school violence, and since 2018, over 330 school safety bills have been passed. Texas alone accounts for 60 such bills. Our target market is Bexar County, which is home to 594 schools and over 342,000 students. In Bexar County alone, the security and monitoring budget line amasses over $38.7 million. SafeTech's initial financial projections include us capturing 10% of the student population, which is 1% of the budget market share. This market share allows us to see the potential for scalability and growth within our community.
Right now, we have a web-based platform, and we intend to add a color-coded digital mapping to help administrators find students quickly. We're also exploring new technology into live locations of students. We started SafeTech in 2018, the same time I was accepted to the University of Pennsylvania in the Educational Entrepreneurship Program. There I did market validation. We received the Penn Wharton Validation Award, and we used those funds to start our LLC. Since then, we've been wireframing and networking with schools who want SafeTech for the upcoming school year.
So why now? The need is even greater at this point in time. Legislators are actively pushing for new funding and new legislation to ensure school safety. Just 2 days ago in Texas, the Texas House Speaker asked for $100 million to be reallocated to school safety immediately, with $18.7 million dedicated to panic alert technology. With Geekdom, we can begin to improve school safety starting here in San Antonio.
If awarded, we will use the funds to finish product development, marketing campaigns, and pay for travel expenses and operations.
We encourage you to connect with us on LinkedIn, and we thank you for your time.
Wow, amazing pitches, y'all. Those were awesome. Now, while the judges deliberate and make their decision, let's find out a little bit more about these founders and their companies, why they're building what they're building, why they're doing it here at Geekdom and in San Antonio. Let's check it out.
Hi, I'm Zeke Torres, and before founding Zeus, I was Youth and Family Director for Mission Point Christian Church.
Before founding Printnet, I started a company here in San Antonio called FloatMe, which now has over 70 employees and has grown to 3 different cities and over 800,000 users, which is pretty exciting.
My history and background is in the food and beverage space, starting, stewarding and dishwashing all the way up until an executive chef for the past 20 plus years.
In my undergraduate, I started a small business called Bad Habits in San Marcos. It was a hookah lounge and oxygen bar.
I have been a community manager for a couple of years now, building different kinds of communities for online and in person.
I've been in education for 15 years and served as a teacher, counselor, and administrator.
I began as a teacher, and after graduating from the University of Pennsylvania, I have worked in strategic initiatives, business development, and operations.
So I'm choosing San Antonio and Geekdom in particular because, one, born and raised San Antonian. I grew up here, loved the city, and I'm choosing Geekdom because when I was talking with other people in the startup community and even outside of San Antonio, everyone was recommending Geekdom as opposed to other startup accelerators or programs here in the city.
I'm a military brat. This has always been kind of military USA home for me. It's got a small city, big town feel to it, and I love it. I kind of want to utilize San Antonio and Texas and Geekdom as the foundation for what we're doing and to really tell that story.
The reason why I chose San Antonio and Geekdom to build Printnet, FloatMe, and everything that I've been doing is because of the community here. Everyone's so inviting and helpful to where if you go down a few doors or go to someone just in the community space with a problem, they'll likely have the solution for you or know somebody who does. And they're not there to try and win or compete against you, they're there to help, which is what I love about the Geekdom community in San Antonio. Everyone's there to help and grow with each other.
I hated San Antonio for the longest time. Stay with me, I promise. During college, I thought, let me do the funnest, most exciting job that I could possibly do. And let me tell you, if you are struggling liking your city, become a Segway tour guide. You're going to fall in love with your city. And that's exactly what happened with me in San Antonio. I'm in love with San Antonio.
We're both from San Antonio. We came to school here from elementary all the way until we graduated high school. I always knew that when I started my professional career, I wanted to make the biggest impact in San Antonio. And John and I know that there are areas for improvement, and if we are going to make an impact in education and school safety, we want it to be here in our hometown.
I believe in Zeus because we really focus on helping people stay healthy. Health is an integral part of our lives. Zeus is also important because as a kid, I'm one of 5, and my parents had a lot of sports and things to pay for. I know that there are a lot of people out there that would love better financial rewards and incentives on the healthy things they're paying for themselves or for others. Everyone should have their own power to be financially fit.
I believe so strongly in what we're building because as a business, I've been able to realize that there's really a problem with manufacturing. You're spending tens of thousands of dollars to get an idea to market. For most businesses and people for that matter aren't able to do that. They don't have $10,000 laying around to go create a product. But what they do have is a little bit of cash that can actually get them what they need, which is a 3D print. And now they can have physical objects and actually sell what is in their mind. I want to really just help out new founders and make it easier for startups to come about and people to create companies and innovation.
Why I'm doing what I'm doing right now is because I used to work at an olive orchard in Elmendorf, about 25 miles from us. They were making this tea out there and serving it in the cafe. And after seeing how it was made, tasting it, trying it, researching it, I just was dumbfounded why this was not on the market and promoted in the way that it should be. No one would ever expect that olives are grown in Texas. We've always been told coming up in kitchens that you can find anything in Texas. You just gotta look for it. You gotta try Special Leaf Tea. Get at me.
We believe so much in our product because I think we both had really similar stories back in high school and we had to make some super big decisions. A lot of those decisions need to be educated decisions. Going to college, it's the second most expensive cost of your life, right, aside from buying a home. That kind of decision shouldn't be something that you would gamble or kind of go in without a bunch of information or enough information. And we believe that StackIQ can help solve that problem and help make that kind of decision, whether you go to the workforce or go to college, with confidence and clarity. I think that our product is going to help a whole lot of people. It's going to make an impact on these high school kids and on the parents and the wallets and financial security that these kids should have coming out of high school.
We believe in Safe Tech and the mission of what we're doing because we've worked in the field. We understand the pain points of teachers and administrators, and working in the field for so long, we continue to see the same tragedies and continue to see the same problems happening. So Liza and I decided to do something about it. We are lifelong educators. We're going to continue to stay in the field, and we're going to continue to work at Safe Tech to where we can come up with a solution for all campuses to have student safety be a priority.
There is a need for this. Unfortunately, that need only continues to increase. And so we want to make sure that teachers and students, families, caregivers, the community feel safe when they send their children to school. And we know Safe Tech can be that solution.
Those founders are super rad, aren't they? All of our members are doing amazing things. And we want you to be a member too, because we know you got a brilliant little idea up there that could be the next big thing. I want to give a special thanks to our community investment panel. We had 3 amazing individuals from our community to help us make this decision, and we couldn't do it without you. Thank you for making the time, and thank you for giving back to the community. Special shout out to Ben Jones, CEO of Skipcart, David Fonseca, CEO of VelocityTX, and Lisa Gillespie from HearstLabs and San Antonio Express News. Y'all rock. Thanks again. Let's get back to it. Do you want the opportunity to pitch your company for a $25,000 investment from Geekdom? I know you do. Well, join Geekdom today. All Geekdom members that have been a member for at least 90 days have the opportunity to pitch. Last but not least, I want to share that applications for our 2022 Pre-Accelerator program are open now. So visit this link. I think we're going to put it right here, or maybe a couple over here, maybe a little bubble right here with the QR code. Apply online. It's an amazing program, and we're looking for some amazing companies. So I say amazing too much, but it is amazing. So that's it. There it is. Apply for our 2022 Geekdom Pre-Accelerator today, like right now. Do it. Or tell your friends. Well, now that we know a little bit more about the founders, we heard their stories, let's get into what we're all here for. Alrighty, hold on there, big guy. Let me give you some context as to why we're doing things differently this time around. This quarter, the decision was so tough and it was so close. And our guest investment panelists were going back and forth on who we should invest in this quarter. Well, we're super excited to be able to share with you now that we were able to secure an additional $20,000 to invest in a company here at Geekdom that has participated in this quarter's community fund. With that being said, we will be investing $25,000 into StackIQ and $20,000 into SafeTech. We love to see the journey. We love the journey for you. Right now, StackIQ is growing and participating in programs, super involved in the community. We've seen them take the feedback they've received from all of the community funds before and apply that, and it's really, really great to see. We love all the work you're putting in, so congratulations. Now, SafeTech, same thing with you. Amazing stuff, participating in programs, actually part of our Geekdom Incubator program. Good stuff. We want to make sure that we're supporting the companies here at Geekdom, and one of the ways we do that is by allowing them the chance to pitch in front of investors and for Geekdom to invest in those companies. So, everyone else watching, I want to let you know how difficult this decision was and how close it was, but we're really excited to be able to support and invest in both of these companies. Just a little bit of context for you. Anyways, and with that being said, this is amazing. Let's wrap it up, guys. Thank you. Special shout out to White Cloud, of course, for making me look good, sound good, and for always being there, also giving back to the community. We'll see y'all next time.
That did not lock into play.
Want to give a special thanks to our judges. Let me do that again. Try to do it again. Was there any cool? If you can you draw? Because does it look like I'm looking at?
Yeah, no, you're fine. It looks like you're in angle.
Cool.